Well, at my age, I've seen a lot of things come and go. I served in the military. I've been in law enforcement for a career of 30 years. Recently, I've had pains and aches in my feet that have caused me to dread doing the things I love. I have a friend that told me about Roadrunner Sports. I was met by a fit expert who walked me through the perfect fit zone. They measured my feet, did a 3D scan, watched how I walked, videotaped it, and showed the results. Turns out, I've been wearing the wrong size shoes for years. Now, with the right insoles and the right shoes, my feet are great. I no longer have the pain in my feet that I had. You know, at my age, oftentimes people ask me how old I am. I'm an old guy, but I gotta tell you, the key is staying active. And you gotta stay active in a pain-free way. With me, it's Roadrunner Sports for my feet.
Well, joining us on the program now is Andrea Koyman, and you're with Roadrunner Sports. Thanks for joining us this morning.
Thank you for having me.
What great timing, because the Memorial Day event is coming up, and running is really a popular thing now, and that's your expertise.
This is definitely my wheelhouse. Yes, we're excited. The Laguna Hills Memorial Day Half Marathon event here in town. The packet pickup for the event is also at our store. So for those residents that are going to be running or walking it, they'll be able to come by and see us when they pick up their race bib.
Right. Now, you sent me a note, and it said you really wanted to talk about the power of movement. I'm interested to know what that's about.
Well, I think that people underestimate the health benefits of just moving their body daily. It's easy to get into a rut or into a routine where you're very stagnant. You find your favorite show, you love a good book, maybe you're outside and you're just sitting there looking out, but why not be engaged in it? Oh, you have a picture of me there. It's so funny.
We're going to surprise you with that.
That's
and
good.
We did.
That's good. But really just small movement, little bits of movement every day. Your feet can take you so many places you never dreamed of. I mean, back in the day, I had a bucket list item of maybe someday running a marathon. And then I ran one marathon, and then that turned into multiple marathons. And next thing you know, I'm running 100-mile races, which that picture right there is me finishing a race called Western States. It's a 100-mile race up in Auburn.
It took you about 30 hours?
It did. Just under 29:53:26, and the official cutoff for that race is 30 hours. So I was one of the last 4 finishers that day.
Amazing.
Yes.
And the funny thing is, you kind of call yourself just a Laguna Hills mom. I mean, you're not like one of these ultra athletes. You're a mother of 2. You're married, and you have a lot of things going on in your life, and you're able to do this. And like you just said, it doesn't mean that people need to be ultra marathoners.
No.
I mean, you just want them to get active,
Just
go
get
walk
active.
around Aliso Creek, just walk around the neighborhood, just go out and do something. And like you said, make it a routine so that you just don't forget about it.
That's right.
Speaking of your running, I mean, you've done Badwater.
I have.
Not only once, but 3 times.
3 times.
Look it up, because the first question you're going to ask yourself is why.
Why, right.
And then, why would I do it again and again? This is in Death Valley, and temperatures get 120 degrees. The weird thing is that the sea level is the start.
The race starts below sea level. As you're standing at the starting line in the Badwater Basin, you look up at the hill, and there is a marker that shows you where sea level is, and you're far below it. And then as you run the race through Death Valley National Park in the middle of summer, because of course it's in July. Why would they want to have it when the temps are cool? No. You want the extra challenge.
Make it challenging. The 135 miles or whatever it is.
That's not challenging enough. Not enough. So as you move along the course, you're actually gaining altitude, and it ends at the Whitney Portal. So which is the base to the Mount Whitney
which is
Trail.
Thousands and thousands and thousands of feet higher than where you started.
Much higher. So you have an elevation net gain the whole time. But again, when I started running, if you would have said, someday you will finish Western States or finish Badwater 3 times, in fact, I did tell friends, I laughed and said, no way, I never would do anything like that, because only stupid people do things like that. But the fact is once you challenge yourself to first just lace up your shoes, just lace up the shoes and just go outside. Find a walking path near your house. Go explore your local neighborhoods. Go explore a local lake. Then find a trail. Get yourself off-road a little bit. Once you open the door just a tiny little bit, you realize you can go a lot further than you initially thought. And this is for everybody.
Right.
And so, oh my gosh, look at you guys. You guys did a good job. I did
That's
not
what we
send them
do.
these pictures, by the way. They did this.
Well, I'm glad you liked it.
It's
You just
wonderful.
mentioned shoes, and of course that's
Yes.
why we're here to talk about Roadrunner sports.
Yes.
How important is it, the quality of the shoe and especially the fit of the shoe?
So there are so many great brands. Roadrunner Sports carries all of the major brands. But really being fit properly is the key. I mean, everything starts with your feet.
Yeah.
It's right there. That's the first contact point as you are making your movement, whether it's walking, running, hiking. I know we have a lot of clubs and organizations here. There's pickleball and golf. I mean, everything. Or if you're just getting out and doing your daily shopping, it all starts with the feet, right? So being fit properly is important, and we specialize in the perfect fit. When you come into our store, we will take you through a 3-step process. We work with a lot of podiatrists as well, a lot of physical therapists, trainers, and they too believe that you really do need to come in and have that fit. So it's not just about saying, okay, I'm a size 8.5 and grabbing that shoe. And when you put it on your feet and it feels good in the beginning, we also want to make sure that you're supported with your arches and that, that it's not rubbing improperly on your Achilles or that your toes aren't being smushed in the front. So really to have that expert, it really makes a difference.
And not just fashion, right?
No, I tell everyone, function over fashion. But that doesn't, if you get both, you're really winning. And we're lucky because, like I said, we carry all the major shoe brands. And there's so many varieties of colors that you're bound to find something that you like.
Yeah, and the important thing about the shoe fit is that the feet, obviously you're doing all the contact, but then like you just mentioned, the Achilles, the ankle, and then all of a sudden you're having knee issues or a hip issue. Well, that all started with your feet not having the proper shoe and the proper structure for you. So
absolutely,
it's so important for people to get good shoes. Spend the extra money and get yourself some really good shoes, especially if you're going to be utilizing them on a daily basis.
Right. Well, and then all of the Laguna Woods Village residents do save 10% off when they shop with us.
Great.
All you have to do is ask for your discount when you're at the register, which we call our finish line. When you're at the finish line, just say, hey, I'm with Laguna Woods Village and I would love my 10% off discount. And that's all the time. But then we also have a special shopping hour for Laguna Woods residents. So the first Thursday of every month, we open 1 hour early, our early bird shopping hour, where we are 100% devoted just to the residents that live here. So if you don't want to wait in lines or you don't want to deal with other people, if you have some shopping to do in Trader Joe's Plaza, you can come and you can take care of both the same morning.
Great opportunity for our residents to go out there and see your store and buy some products. And we also want to mention that you're, like you just said, Trader Joe's, real close to us in the Oak Brook Village. And for some of them, it's like literally a couple blocks away, so it's real close to us now.
Yes.
Great. Well, thanks so much for joining us. I'm glad we were able to surprise you with some pictures.
Yes, you did.
And what's your next event? Do you have a big race coming up?
I do. I'm getting ready for a race called Angeles Crest 100, which is in the Angeles National Forest, right up the freeway from us. So it'll be pretty.
So the flat roads are. No. You're kind of over that. And when you race too, it's not just on asphalt like maybe this memorial is, but you actually go up trails and
up and down the sides of mountains. That's my favorite. But it all started with me just lacing up my shoes and saying, I'm going to get outside. Right.
And that's what we're encouraging everyone to do. Get outside. And be sure and go over there to Roadrunner Sport, located right there off Avenida de Carlotta. And they're near the Trader Joe's Plaza there. Be sure and ask for that 10% discount. And if you want that early bird shopping, be sure and join them on that Thursday. We'll be back with more of our program right after this.